are doing well. Myself, Pratiksha Dewan, Assistant Professor of Pragati College of Education, Dagapur, Siliguri. So today I'll be delivering a brief lecture through online mode on the topic Theories of Transfer of Learning from the course 3, first half, unit 4. So today we'll be learning about the three theories of transfer of learning, that is theory of generalization, theory of transposition and theory of ideals.
Theory of generalization. According to this theory, transfer of learning takes place through the help of generalization, and this theory has been put forth by Charles Judd. According to this theory also it gives importance on a systematic organization or a proper organization and generalization of experiences in order to achieve a maximum transfer of learning. So as a result of certain experiences, the individual or a person reaches to some kind of a conclusion or generalization. And this generalization or a conclusion, it can be applied by him or her to a new situation. And this generalization is in the form of a principle, law or a rule which can be easily transferred to a new situation or to other situation. Charles Judd, he conducted an experiment to test the transfer value of generalization. So in experiment he took two groups of children of 5th and 6th grade. One group of children is called as experimental group and the other as a control group. And the main purpose of the experiment was to study the effect of instruction in the principle of refraction of light. So he wanted to test the ability of the students to throw the dart at the target which was placed under the water. The experimental group, the first group, was given a full theoretical explanation of what exactly is a refraction, and the other group, control group, was left with without a theoretical training. They were not given any kind of a theoretical explanation. And both the group were asked to hit the target which was placed under the water. It was placed 12 inches under the water. In the first phase, both the group did not perform well, irrespective of the fact that the experimental group had given a theoretical understanding. But this mere theoretical understanding of refraction did not help the experimental group to perform better than the other group. Again, in the next situation or in the next phase, the situation was changed. The target was placed 4 inches under the water. And this time the experimental group showed much better result than the control group. Both had equal chance of a practice, but whereas the control group could not make use of earlier experiences to perform the task. And the experimental group, the first group, though they had the theoretical knowledge, they derived the maximum benefit out of their practice as well as their knowledge. So their understanding of the principle of refraction helped them to hit the underwater target, which appeared to be a little raised than the actual position. So Charles Judd concluded that it is the generalization of understanding of some relationship, that is a rule or a law, which is transferred from the earlier situation to later. Now the next theory is theory of transposition. Now this theory of transposition, it has been propagated by Gestalt Field Psychologist. Now what is transposition? Transposition, it is a process of gaining or developing insight into the use of a concept and generalization in one situation and employing it afterwards in other situation. So this theory have given much emphasis to the role of insight and understanding in learning. And they also had an opinion that in transfer, whether the identical elements or the generalization, they do not get transferred automatically unless one has developed proper insight of using and employing them. So according to this theory of a transposition, the role of insight or developing a proper understanding, it helps in transfer of learning to takes place. If a person has gained a better understanding or a deep understanding, then the transfer is possible from one situation to another situation. Now the next theory is theory of ideals. Now this theory has been put forward by W.C. Bagley. And according to him, or according to the theory of ideals, the transfer of a learning is possible, or the transfer of learning takes place in terms of ideals which are of some value. So the ideals get transferred from one learning situation to another situation, and accordingly these ideals, they have a great transfer values. Now what are these ideals? According to the theory of ideals, the ideals like love for wisdom, thirst for knowledge, tolerance for differences of opinion, and spirit of inquiry are such ideals which are transferable from one situation to another situation. But the only thing which is very important is every attempt should be made to develop these desirable ideals which are of a value among the children. So the learner or the student should try to imbibe the desirable ideals which later on it gets transferred from one situation to another situation. So according to this theory, ideals, they do transfer, but the main important thing is ideal must be imbibed among the students. Now the next is method of enhancing transfer of learning. Now there are different ways or a method of enhancing transfer of learning, or for a maximum transfer of learning to take place. So the first is the past knowledge or the previous knowledge should always be linked with the present one. So whatever the student or the learner has learned or acquired should form a basis for the one present learning. So the student must take advantage or the benefit from his past experiences so that it will be helpful for them in learning new things or learning at present or in a present situation. So the proper transfer of learning will take place through the help of past experiences or the prior knowledge. Now the second is the principle of correlated learning. The learner should always keep in mind the principle of correlated learning, the principle of correlation. So whatever the student or the learner is trying to learn should be properly related or correlated with his life experiences, with the surroundings and with the other areas of study and knowledge. If there is a principle of correlation, then maximum transfer of learning is possible. The third one is learners should try to gain a proper knowledge and insight. So a deep knowledge or a proper knowledge is very important, or insightful learning. So whether like a isolated facts or a mere knowledge is not enough, or it does not help in transfer of learning. So for a maximum transfer of learning to take place, a learner must gain a proper knowledge or a deep understanding or an insight, so that a maximum transfer of learning is possible with the help of a deep knowledge or a proper understanding. And the next point is the identical components. When the two situations, one situation and the other situation, if they have a common element or identical elements, then the learner should be able to identify the common element which are present in both the situation, and not only identify, but they also have to understand the relationship between the two situations. and after understanding they should be able to transfer or apply those knowledge in another situation.